Do you love a great game of hide and go seek? Well, that's what we're playing in the real estate market right now. Where are all the houses hiding? This is Alex Rivlin with the Rivlin Group, and we're gonna talk about that exactly. So there's so many people that think that there's low inventory because people just aren't selling their houses. But if they sell their house, they need somewhere to go. So it becomes like the old kids game of musical chairs, right? Where everybody ran around when the music came on and they had to sit down, and the person that wasn't sitting lost their chair, didn't have a chair, was chairless. Well, right now, if you have everybody list their homes, they're gonna sell, they need somewhere to go. So it's gonna be musical homes, and we don't wanna leave people homeless, do we? Well, I'm going to talk to you about several of the factors that are leading to this inventory shortage where we just can't find homes. So in the 4 decades prior to the last 10 years, we've actually built over 25 million homes in each decade. And in the last 10 years, from 2010 to 2020, we've actually only built 5.8 million homes. So the old crash of 2008 still haunts us and haunts the builders a little bit. Now, they have really started to build a lot more recently. However, that has not caught up with the deficit. So to put that in context, you're thinking, well, 5.8 million homes is a lot of homes, especially if they built over 100 million in the 40 years prior, right? Well, that's not actually the case. And here's why. Our population is growing. In the last 10 years, from 2010 till 2020, we've actually grown the population from 309 million to well over 330 million. So it was a 22 million person gain, with the average household having 2.53 people as residents. Well, that gives us a need for 8.7 million homes. So we've only built 5.8 million. So we have almost a 3 million home deficit. What that's also not accounting for that you've got to think about is homes that we've lost. Natural disasters like tornadoes and hurricanes and floods and fire takes out these homes, so we need even more. There's also a migration from states to other states. So in certain places like Las Vegas and Henderson, there's a massive inflow of people and we just don't have the homes. So there are certain areas that have some older dilapidated homes as well as just vacancies. Another factor is as cities grow and grow out, a lot of people move out to the outskirts and suburbs with those cities. So for instance, right here in Henderson, you could drive down streets like Eastern, even Water Street and other areas, and find that there are homes that have been converted into insurance agencies, hair salons, antique shops. So those were homes once, and now they're businesses. So there's a variety of reasons why that 25 million figure is a more appropriate figure. One last item that's really important to mention is the number of millennials and Gen Z that have stayed at home longer than some of the generations before. So with those people, they're now starting to move out at a much more rapid pace because they're getting to that age where, well, they've got their significant others, their girlfriends, their boyfriends, their wives, their husbands. And as a result, we're fracturing households where one becomes 2 or 3 or 4. We also have a lot more situations where there's roommates, where 3, 4, 5 people go in and rent a house or buy a house together. And as life changes occur from, again, marriages, domestic partnerships, babies, all of those items fracture those households as well. So as this continues to develop, we need more homes. So with 5.8 million homes being built in the last decade, you could see why we are short far over those 3 million homes. So if you're thinking that the market's gonna crash, by the way, watch the last video that you could click to right here about the market crashing and what is actually happening with the market. You really need to rethink that and understand there is a supply-demand issue here that we're not solving by having people not shop for homes or more people list homes. We have a supply-demand issue because we simply need more supply. So it's gonna be a little while before the ride that we're on stops. Now, we may see a plateau. We may even see certain corrections happen because interest rates could go up. And with interest rates going up, maybe people decide to stay in a roommate situation or at their parents' home a little bit longer. However, the need is still there. So when you start putting all these pieces together, you could see why the market is the way it is right now. If you have any questions about the local market here in Henderson or the greater Las Vegas area, please reach out to me. Happy to help you with any questions you may have. So if you like the information on the videos that I'm putting out, everything from real estate to restaurants, lifestyle in the Henderson area, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel or like the page. And also remember to comment below. Happy to answer any of your comments or questions that you have right here. Thanks so much. This is Alex Rivlin with the Rivlin Group. We know Henderson.